Hello and welcome. Getting ready to do a reading, but before I do that, I am going to light a candle for Corey. Corey Comprator. The fatality at the assassination attempt. I am a Pennsylvania resident, and I will honor Corey again today with a candle. Corey and his bravery saved his family. All right, getting ready to, I'm actually blessing the paranormal flashlight right here. I've got some sage going, asking that we bless, cleanse, and neutralize any energy. You guys know that I only work with beings of the light. All right. Spirit, if you're in the room. Wow, look at the pretty curl. If you're in the room, can I get you to take control of the light, please? Give me a wink or a blink. Let me know you're there. Let me know if I have it adjusted for you correctly. I'm going to move this just a little bit because this is a small room, and it's... All right, Spirit on the light. It's a small room, and I will... Yeah, I'm jumping all over. I don't have ADHD, do I? Oh, yeah, it's okay. I'm sorry. I will leave it alone. I got it set up just perfectly. All right. Hello and welcome, you guys. Lit a candle for Corey. Getting ready to do a bit of a reading and an update on what's coming. I know you guys want to know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. The country right now is in a... Moving that sage again. The country is in a state of, we're still shocked. This is something we don't normally see in a lifetime. Thank you, Spirit, on the light. We're shocked and dumbfounded. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Taking that right off the bottom of the deck. Ace of Swords. This is what we need to be behind. Not the right, not the left. Not the blue side, not the red side, not the Republicans, not the Democrats. This is what we should be standing up for right now, the sword of truth. All right, jumped right in there because that card presented itself right away. I knew it had something to do with the reading for today. One of the first things I want to talk about is unity. People, we need to come together. We cannot allow the outside negative forces to push us to that point. Now, I got to tell you, anytime you have any kind of a big tragedy, whether it is a mass shooting or one assassination attempt, anytime we have something bad like that happens, we usually have a troubled individual to begin with, okay? They're conflicted in their thinking, not sure how to proceed. Thank you, Spirit, back there on the light. But usually it is a negative energy that pushes them over the line. I do think the young man that was the shooter, he was troubled. Kept it very quiet. He even, actually, was very intelligent. He even registered Republican, so that he could throw them off. He was thinking ahead. But that young man, he had a negative entity. Just give him the push at the right time, the wrong time. And that's usually what happens. We have the Page of Cups. Cups normally indicate, just in a very simplistic way, love. We need to change. The page is about, look, change has got to come. We need to put our change towards love, towards peace, towards unity. Those of you that follow me over at Facebook, I posted some lyrics. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. Out of the 70s, we've been through this. Look here. Look here. Again, more love. We've got the King of Love. The King of Cups came up. That king is telling us that we need to project that love in our own household. We can't just talk about it. We can't just give it lip service. We have to be the love. That King of Cups is very solemn, sitting very still. For those of you new to the channel, hello and welcome. My name is Tina. We're 6 minutes in. We have the Hangman. Came up in reverse. We are in a self-imposed position here. They didn't hang this guy. He climbed up here by himself. Look, his legs are crossed. He's a little cavalier about it, I guess. Got his hands behind his back. He can come down off the gallows at any time. It's up to him. It's up to us. We have to instigate the change for good. Locally, about 25 miles from here, in Ohio, there was a Harley Davidson dealership. And one of their employees was on the internet and mentioned how they thought they didn't care for the outcome. Somebody said that too bad they missed. That Harley Davidson dealership stood up and said, not our policy, you're out of here. They fired that person. It's time for everybody to stand up for what's right. No left. It is time for us to come together. It is time for you guys to incorporate prayer in your everyday routine. I don't care if you start your day with prayer. I don't care if you do it in the middle of the day. I don't care if you close your day with prayer. You can do all three. All right, let's see what else is going on. One of the things I did want to touch on was we are going to have some dramatic weather taking place too. We have the Nine of Swords. Look, don't allow this to take control of you. Don't become worried. Don't become depressed. Don't become anxious. That's what they want. Lift your vibe. The best thing you can do is stay happy. Stay picked up. Don't watch the news. It is depressing. Did you know that the news lowers your vibe? Your personal vibe. And when your vibe's down, those dark forces that I talked about can just kind of push you to, say something, do something. We are not going to allow them. They cannot divide us. We won't let it. The Ace of Love. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother. The Ace of Cups. Look, that card is all about divine timing. If you don't think that wasn't divine intervention that deflected that bullet just at the right time, or the trajectory of it, or the wind, when snipers calculate a shot, they have to determine wind speed, wind direction. For whatever reason, for whatever divine reason, Trump was protected. Amen. You know what? I wouldn't want to see this happen to the other guy either, to Brandon. It lowers our standards. Now, Five of Swords came up. This is definitely a time of change for our country. This five is about, look, I'm prepped and ready. I'm standing guard here. I'm watching. I know what's coming. I can anticipate. We practiced. That's what this five is about. We practiced. We're ready for this. We're not going to allow conflict to come in. We're going to turn and we're just going to, look, stand my ground, but I'm not going to argue with you. Not going to argue with you. It's time to pray for everybody. Now, one of the things I do want to point out is people were discussing about how old both candidates are. Okay? Brandon is up in his 80s. Mr. T is almost in his 80s. I believe he's 78, 79. If that was not the best physical that he could have gone through to prove to us that his age isn't a factor here. The fact that that's a hell of a stress test. He stood up, he gave us that fist pump. Fight, fight, fight. That's what we're going to do. We're going to fight. We're going to fight for the good. We're going to fight for the good cause. We're not going to take negative sides. All right. You can't make this shit up. The Devil card. Yeah, this is about the dark that is out there. This is, and I touched on it already in this reading, saying that a lot of times that when somebody is troubled, they have a negative entity come along, just give them a push at the wrong time, and they literally do dark, nefarious things. That card is also about addiction. We can be addicted to headlines. The headlines in the news. We see them, we catch it, we gotta read it, gotta see it, gotta click on it. We can become addicted to negativity because it triggers a release of dopamine, epinephrine. It releases a lot of things in the brain very similar to addiction. So the more we get, the more we want. The more negativity we're around, the more we need. Now, how about let's do that the other way? How about the more positivity we are around, we need? We need more. Come on. Let me know in the comments, you guys, some of your opinions, some of your thoughts. Let me know. It does help a little bit. I notice that some of my videos are picking back up in the algorithms. Thanks to you guys. I appreciate that. But your comments mean a lot to me. It helps guide me in what you want to see. All right. What else is going on for the world around us? Can I get another card, please? One of the things we need to think about is with the planetary, it's my normal nose itch that every time I go on camera, my nose itches. We are going to be experiencing some weather phenomena too in the next days and weeks. The planetary configurations that are going on, we've got Uranus in the mix, and he's a troublemaker, and we have Pluto, and he's a troublemaker, and we've got Mercury beginning its shadow phase today, and its shadow phase normally lasts approximately 2 weeks. Then we have the full Mercury retrograde, and then we have another shadow phase lasting again almost another 2 weeks. We need to be picky. We've got the Four of Cups that came up here. Again, that love card kind of keeps, the theme keeps coming up, that's where we need to get our thoughts. That's where we need to get our head. We can't buy into the hate. We need to choose love. By the way, that single cup that is coming out of that cloud is also, again, Ace of Cups. Yeah, we are going to have weather phenomena all over the world. It's not just going to be political. There are going to be storms. There are going to be more tidal waves. There's going to be more earthquakes. It's coming. Everybody's prepared and ready. We got batteries. We've got flashlights. We've got coffee, hot chocolate, and tea. We are supplied. We are ready. You know why? Because we're patriots in America. We're already prepped and ready. Again, the Knight of Cups. Man, you can't make this up. The Knight of Cups is about, oh, well, let's take a look at the horse. First off, he is riding a white horse. Kind of like, you know, the guys in the white hats, how they show up in the cowboy movies. Guy in a white horse here. Now, this horse is moving slow. The change that's going to come about that we need to initiate is not going to happen fast. It needs to happen slow. Just like a weight loss program. The slower the weight loss, the better it is, the healthier it is, the longer you'll maintain that. The slower we learn how to love people that we don't normally know how to love, the better. All right, again, off the bottom of the deck, cards present themselves. The Ace of Pentacles. This is going to offer us an opportunity in our country to rebuild a lot of old paradigms. Some of the old ways of thinking we just have to eliminate. The hatred we have to eliminate. But there are going to be opportunities with that garden gate down there. And you know what? I just realized that's a mountain back there behind that garden gate. Boy, if that doesn't bring to mind the famous speech of Martin Luther King about climbing the mountain. Wow. And that's us. It's solid gold. That pinnacle is solid gold. We can't louse this up. All right, grabbing another deck here. Now this card flipped over right in my hand. We have the King of Cups again, validating the other King of Cups that came out. This card actually indicates, see all that water around him? Anytime you see water in a tarot card, it's an indicator of emotion. A lot of emotion. He's surrounded by water in that picture. There's a fish there. That fish is about prosperity. Yeah, we're not going to let this affect us. I can't believe the cups. Again, a Page of Cups. Second Page of Cups. You can't make this shit up. This is the change we need to go towards. Again, there's a lot of emotion behind her in the background. See that water? It's not going to be easy for a lot of people. There was a time in my life I was very negative and very opinionated about people that were different. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. I don't know if you saw that card fly out. Again, another Four of Cups. Now, in this case, I'm going to point out, okay, I pointed out the cup in the cloud. She's got her arms folded and she's sitting there looking at the 3 cups on the floor. And those 3 cups indicate choices. It's a choice for us to pick out the positive, to praise the positive, to lift, to stay positive, to stay upbeat. All right, I'm going to pull a couple more cards so I can wrap this up. It's going on a little bit long here. But I did want you guys to be braced for the weather that's going to be coming throughout the rest of the summer. You've got those provisions put in, and you know what? What a better card to wrap it up with. The Strength card. Again, it is going to take some strength on our part to persevere, to get through. We may have some tough times. We may not be able to get to the grocery store for a few days. You know, the power could be out for a few days somewhere here over the course of the summer. But it's also about love. They love each other enough, they trust each other. She's holding that lion close, and he's staying close. We all need to have courage through this time. That is definitely not the cowardly lion. That is a loving, caring lion. All right, you guys, we got this. We got this. We're not gonna let the darkness prevail. We are not gonna let the darkness overcome. We are gonna step together in unity. We are now. If you want to go take that unity thing a step farther, I pray every night at 10 p.m. It's a perfect portal for prayer. And I want to ask you guys to join me at 10 p.m. also. Take 30 seconds. Just go, all right, what's Tina praying? Let's just pray with Tina. Let's just send our energy with Tina as she prays for others. I pray for the sick. I pray for the dying. I pray for the affirmed. I pray for those affected by violence. I pray for those with a weak and wounded heart. So join me at 10:10 every night mentally. That you only need to connect energetically that way. All you've got to do, that's what prayer is. Connecting with God's source mentally. Get there. All right, you guys, you know I never leave you, that I don't bless you with love and light. I kind of rambled on a little long today, but I needed to get some of this across. We got this. Fight, fight, fight. See you soon.